back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Back on the Big Dumb Fun Show. We are online at BigDumbFunShow.com. You can call us. 888-832-7561 is the toll-free number to be live on the air Mondays, 7 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. The rest of the week, leave us a random-ass voicemail message, and we will play that on the air.
Let's see if we can get Ron back on the phones. Had a little bit of phone issues here. So, hey, Ron, is this Ron?
Ron?
Hello.
Ron, are you there, buddy?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on? We're glad we were able to finally get in touch with you. How are you doing tonight?
Awesome. Are we on the air?
We are on the air and good to go. Where are you calling at?
Man, I am down in Fort Myers, Florida. Hold on a minute. I got to order my steak dinner.
Okay.
The ribeye, the large ribeye, and French fries.
How do you want that cooked?
Medium. That's it?
Sauteed mushrooms and onions on
No.
it?
Okay, guys, I'm with
No,
you.
he's not kidding. That's great. That's great. You're ordering a meal.
Did you need any steak sauce, Ron?
Oh, I don't need steak sauce, brother. I got that ribeye, large ribeye, about 18 ounces. Throw some fries on there. I'm ready to go.
No, I thought you would have been in Sturgis by now.
Actually, I might fly out there this week. Getting there a little bit late. I'm not going to ride all the way out there. I am jet setting, baby. I'm jet setting.
Now, you're not going to be the...
Only once in a while you could really take that long ride, because it takes time, to plan that stuff, because you got to, from Florida, it's like at least 3 or 4 days to get there. Then when you're there, you got a full 7 days, and that's another 3 to 4 or 5 days back, so you're looking at almost 20 days.
You've got
all in all.
You've got one of the longest running television programs for, I guess, catered towards biker enthusiasts. When did you get started with Born to Ride?
That's right, baby. It's the longest running biker TV show in America. This week is my 800th and 68th episode.
Wow.
So I've been doing it since 95. I was at Bike Week cutting promos, and I was saying, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. I didn't even have a sponsor. I had a vision.
Nice.
I knew there needed to be a motorcycle TV show that would document the biker lifestyle in a proper manner, because if I didn't do it, who would?
Now, what does that mean, a proper manner? What are you trying to expose? That is it biker stereotypes?
Well, exactly. Here we'll do a big run for All Children's Hospital. We'll raise $25,000 in one day for All Children. So I'll go watch it on the news, because the news media was there, and they go, bikers today raised $20,000 for All Children's Hospital. Next story, dog bites man, or something like that. Now, they gave us 5 seconds. I mean, that's a viable, great human interest story on big burly bikers and women, and everybody who's riding these days, from blue collar to white collar. Women make up more than a third of the market, man, and they give us 5 seconds. So, now if one of those unfortunate bikers would have wrecked and had some blood spilled on the asphalt, or maybe they'd go in-depth report. Was he drinking and driving? Bikers gone wild. Something like that. Then they have a big story there.
Well, it sounds like you found the recipe for getting on the air, I guess. Maybe you could throw a little bit of that in there. Just stage it if you can't.
Well, getting on the air is one thing, but if I don't pay the bill, if I don't pay the TV time, the production time, and everything else, I don't get on the air, because those people are just bean counters, man.
Hey, let me ask you this, Ron. What happened to the badass bikers, right? Because it seems like it used to be back in the day, like these big, burly, badass bikers were out there. You don't want to mess with them. You got, like Hell's Angels type bikers out there, and now
Banditos.
and maybe thanks to you and your good news exposure, your good PR that you're putting on it.
We're breaking up here.
No, I can hear you. What happened to the badass biker? You're always riding for babies and stuff. What happened to the badasses?
That's true, but you know what? Remember when bikers were the bad guys and priests and teachers were the good people? Well, nowadays, read the headlines, man. You see what's going on. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
That's why motorcycles are anybody. And, of course, there's still a 1% of motorcyclists that are the real bikers, of kind of the only cowboys left on their motorcycle. But those are like 1% motorcycle clubs, like the Outlaws, MC, or the Hells Angels, Banditos, Sons of Silence, the Warlocks, MC. And those guys aren't even bad. They're all good people, man. If you cross them, if you disrespect them, then you got to pay the price. But if you leave them alone like a sleeping dog, you don't have to worry about that. So what's happening now is what Born to Ride has done is show the good things on biking, and I think we've helped get more people to ride. Just the other day, I was at a bike night, and this older lady came to me. She's about 60 years old. She said, Ron Galetti. She said, I've been watching your show for years. She goes, I love what the bikers are doing. I never dreamed I could be a motorcyclist because I work in a bank, and I'm really high up there. And she grabbed my shirt, and she goes, but come here. Look, this is my Harley, and my husband's too. We're riding now. And, they get that bug in them, and they get that thrill. They get the travel, the adventure. Next thing you know, they're going to Sturgis with an RV pulling behind. They're riding their bikes everywhere. They're flying. They're traveling. And it's a wonderful thing, man. That's what I'm saying is, who cares about the past? We're dealing with the future, and the future's looking really good.
Yeah, we're talking to Ron Galetti. BornToRide.com is the website, doing the, was it radio, TV, and actual magazine? You're doing everything.
I'm telling you, we are multimedia, layered, so now I call it power media.
That's right.
That's right. I can put people's products in a direct market with the radio show every Friday night at 9 o'clock on BornToRide.com. It's virtual radio, so you can watch us in the studio doing it. My MC is Craven Moorhead, and that guy's a trip. He writes in our magazine, which the magazine next month we're coming up with our 100th issue. So I've been doing that for 100 issues. The magazine, the TV show is 17 years in the making now. We're coming up on a trilogy of 17-year anniversary parties. And we got the website, the social media, and all that stuff. But we put all that stuff together, and then we make events promotions. So really what our multimedia, power media, layered media is nothing more than a propaganda machine for anybody that's part of Born to Ride, man. I give it to them. I give them the value.
Yeah.
And that's what you do in life. You work hard. You can't work all day if you don't start in the morning.
That's right.
You got to kick ass and take names.
And it's all on the website. You can learn all about this, BornToRide.com, and more information. I assume on Friday night show, you're going to talk about Sturgis a little bit?
Yeah, that's right. And talking about BornToRide.com, if you go to the homepage at BornToRide.com, there's the clip of the week is the Sturgis Rally, a show that I produced before there. And it shows us riding through the Black Hills, through Spearfish Canyon, through the switchbacks, you know. And there's one thing about Sturgis. You're riding with your friend for the first time there, and you finally get there because, it's really about who you go with and the camaraderie and the lifestyle and the love, the passion. But you're riding, and you see it. There's, look, up ahead, that big stone etched with the 4